About to go live from
Rubbish too
Instagram.
buzzing. Hello.
Hallelujah.
Peter, Pepper, Picker.
And so if you can start inviting people to the actual live over here. All right.
Peter, Pepper.
We in here. Making sure everything's set. I know we're live people. Give us a
We
second.
live in this thing?
We are live in this thing.
And we live, baby.
And we're live, baby. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Breaking Bread Podcast.
Yeah.
My name is CJ.
It's Westside Hole.
It's your boy Teray.
And y'all pray for us. Today is one of those beginning days. We had little hiccups here and there, but we're gonna get it, get it started. So basically, if you really want to know about what the podcast and everything is about, Breaking Bread is really about us as Christian as today. We're taking the forefront, basically, really taking the forefront of everything, and that's the big thing. It's for us to really talk about it. Really talk about it.
Get some stuff out off our minds.
Yeah,
So, different perspectives. So yeah.
Mhm.
So we're gonna start with the first part of the first part is actually taking the time out to go with you, T-Ray. Tell us about your journey inside the church and where you at now.
Of course, I was raised in church. Grandma. Grandma kept me in church, and my auntie kept me in church. I wouldn't say my mom didn't really keep me in church, but she was like, "Well, you just gonna go along. Just go, do your thing." So, I love church. I loved everything about it. I love going to church camp. I love going to, I really was in church, like Bible study. Like I was in choir, and the rest of my family was in church. It was just like church was my thing. I wanted to, of course, you saw the musicians, being cool and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, that's what I want to do. Like, that's what I want to do. And plus, everybody know musicians know how to dress. So I'm like, look, I want to dress like them too. So, I eventually end up asking the musician at our church, if you could just, help a brother out, show a brother how to play. And I didn't really get no help. So eventually, glory be to God. I just, God ended up allowing me to just play by ear, learning by myself and teaching myself. So
Nice.
I didn't really need the church. But I want to say this. I thank God for the foundation that my family laid down for me. But at the end of the day, it's our own journey, right? Right. But it is good that that the family done lay down a foundation, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't until, no lie, y'all, till 2021 where I thought that I knew God. Like I knew of God. I was raised in church. I did the regular church stuff, but I didn't know God. I didn't know that I could have a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? Especially relationship with Jesus. I didn't know that. So now, like, my relationship is even stronger since I found that I could have a relationship with Jesus and get closer. Because sometimes, sometimes you get caught up in just doing the regular church stuff and you think that what it is. But it's always something more. So yeah, so that's where I'm at in my church journey. Hopefully, if God say the same, I could jump into ministry. So
Okay.
So,
So
all right. So, man, I've been I wasn't raised in the church per se. I joined. I first started going to church probably when I was like 13, 14, 15 years old, somewhere around there. It was a lock-in, youth lock-in. My
Oh
mom was
wow.
right. Right. So my mom was she was one of the mentors in the team ministry. She's like, Brandon, come on with me, come with me. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. Because I'm doing my own thing. I'm ripping and running where I'm from and doing Lord knows what. And one day she's like, nah, you coming to this lock-in. I'm like, all right, cool. So, all right, I'll come. I went and I started seeing some familiar faces. I'm like, you go here? You go here? I'm like, okay, cool. So, we kicking it at the little lock-in, whatever. But then one of the mentors got up and just told a story. And I'm like, I'm you. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It was
right.
relatable. Like the stuff that he was doing, like I was doing, I'm not about to get into all that. But a lot of the stuff that I was currently doing, I saw him in a refined form in serving God and at peace. Where at the time I wasn't. I was dealing with stuff I had going on. I was dealing with my parents' divorce, and so I was kind of rebelling a little bit. So after that, I decided to join. So I started getting involved with the youth ministry. Now keep in mind, I'm still 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of deal. And that's how I started. And then like as I got older, I started maturing a little bit, and I started to understand what life is about, trying to live a peaceful life, and try to live a godly life per se. And then went out to college. That's when I kind of fell off again. I'm doing what I want to do. This college
College and
life,
wild days.
wild day,
Wow.
wild. HBCU. I'm from Indianapolis. I'm going to an HBCU. I'm a city boy out there in the South, so you know how that goes. So, I didn't really get back focused on church until I came back. But still, again, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Until like I was like 22, 23. One of my other mentors, and keep in mind, this is the same church I've been going to since I was 13. So they're seeing me grow into the young man, into the man I am now, up until a certain point. And seeing, growth. So Minister Lou is his name. Forever grateful for him. Pulled me to the side and said, hey man, what do you think about being a turnkey? I'm like, well, what's a turnkey? Oh, we secure the building, make sure things are straight, make sure things are fixed when need to be fixed. What do. So again, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So as I'm, getting more involved with him, he's teaching me more life skills, more handy skills. You're gonna fix things throughout the building. And then it's like it just started. I'm slowly starting to leave everything I was doing. And then slowly starting to build into kind of like where I am now with my getting closer to God. And getting closer to God and really trying to live live life right. But like as T Ray said, it wasn't until it was 2020, really, it was really last year, but the end of 2022, 2023, where I really started to get serious. Without going into like a bunch of detail, it's a long story. 2022, kind of the same thing that was supposed to shake me and break my belief in Christianity is the same thing that strengthened it. If that makes
the way
sense.
it be doing like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pretty much I had to fall out with my own church. Again, these are the people I've been with since I was 13, 14 years old. And it really took for God to speak to me. It's like, don't focus on man and how they move. Focus on me. The life because at the end of the day, they still taught you a lot. They still gave you the
Right, right.
principles. They still gave you how they should live. They still gave you fundamental things that you needed to build on. But the fact that you were so comfortable in the environment in which you were in, you were not able to grow.
Come on.
So literally, and y'all know me, y'all see me around here. Y'all know how I was back in the day, whatever. But and versus how I am now, I'm more calm. And that's only because God has really shown me and shown out the fact of who he is. I thought the whole time the church was sustaining the comfort of, me knowing who you are, and I can go here, here, and here. When all that was removed, all the walls were going of the church were going, and I was really forced to live on the things that I learned and learn on and lean on the love of God. That was the thing that really propelled me to really change and be like, okay, a lot of the stuff that I was doing, I don't need to be doing no more. And I need to really get focused and get right. Now, granted, because not everybody's perfect, but Lord, no, it's night and day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, long story short, man, that's how it started. And we can, as we, do more podcasts, we'll get more in depth about how everything goes.
Right. Agree, right.
So that's how I started.
I love that, bro.
All right. I guess they leave me.
Brother CJ, Deacon CJ. Deacon. Deacon CJ.
All right. So basically I've been in church all my life. I lived right across from the church. Believe it or not, like my house was like right across.
So you saying you was across the street from Glory?
Straight across the street, like
from
wake
Glory.
up in the morning and see church every day. And so my family, we was one of those church goers, like we live church, like go Sunday school, everything. It was everything. Like we went. It's like you can get addicted to it. We also, like I said, since we were musicians, singers, and all of that, we ended up being artists and everything, and started singing when I was young. I was like 5. Me and my brother and sister, we ended up singing and started going all over Texas and just started singing everywhere. And that started us as artists. How can I say this? When you're born in church, you don't really get that relationship, that forced relationship. So, like finding yourself, you start to ask little questions, okay, why can't I act like the rest of the other kids or anything like that? And I like R&B, so I love R&B. We listen to all type of music, and I wanted to be a neo soul singer. I did. I heard D'Angelo, and that was it.
Oh, that D'Angelo, that D'Angelo album, bro.
God, that was it. That was it, man. That was it. I heard D'Angelo. That was it. Man, I just wanted to be there, and I was like, man, I always did that, but at the same time, I was singing gospel. So we did music to where we got on Bobby Jones and got to meet with Bobby Jones and a couple others, and then also got to play, for some people, all during all the way through like college, almost to college. Like when college came, we got more into it, but the realization of everything like really hitting when my journey was like when I lost everything. I lost everything in Dallas, and I stopped believing. I stopped going. Really, I just went to church still, but it was just for the money. You understand?
Wow.
I'm a musician, so
right, yeah.
Most of the time, people be like, "Hey, you got to play." And I always been in the church, so since I always been in church, the church always gave me a job.
Right.
I play this, or I go play keys, or I go play drums somewhere, or play somewhere. And get my bread, you know.
Right? No, no,
You
I
already
know
know.
how it
So
works.
get my
Right?
bread. And so I came back, fooled around there and found a guy with my ex-wife, and we ended up going to church to have my two sons, and really got back into church. And then ministry and all of that, I started, you know, it was important. I started learning a little bit, learning more. Because I'm a theologian, so I look at stuff differently and I start asking questions how history works and everything else. And then um, right when COVID happened, before a little bit before COVID happened, I got divorced. Mind you, when I got divorced, I'm anybody that knows me, I'm a upfront person. I'm a straight shooter, stuff like that. Don't do no slapping. I don't slap women. I don't, you know. I try to live the Bible. I was trying to live the Bible accordingly. You know how
Right.
you know
Mm-hmm.
you treat your you be faithful. You treat people with respect. You do all the stuff. So when that hit me, I was hurt. So I mean, it crushed me because I started asking questions like, why? You know, I'm doing everything right. Why is
That's right. That's right.
so
It be like that. It be like that.
it went like that. So basically, what happened was during that time of rebellion and hurtness, God started working on me with other things that started making me see stuff differently. I started looking at the church and how the church is differently and how it's run. And from there, it's just like after getting on the headset, meeting babe, my fiance now, y'all. I got a fiance now.
Congrats.
Indeed. Yeah. Um, it really brought me back, but I also taught me a lesson that it's not about it's about the relationship, you know, really about the relationship between you and God. And a lot of people, I've noticed that the church do a lot of stuff like, you know, we want to fear people. We get everybody feared up to go like, if you don't change, you're gonna go to hell and we're gonna preach hell. And it's nothing wrong with preaching hell and there's consequences for your actions. But if you don't have a relationship and you
Mm.
just doing it just to get out of hell, you
You don't miss the whole point of the whole
gonna
Bible.
miss the you gonna
You
miss
don't
the
miss the
whole point.
whole. Don't
The
want.
whole
But I think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
oh, you good, you good. I was
No,
gonna let you
yeah.
go.
No, I was just saying. No, I think that's what the Israelites were doing too. They were like, "Well, we did everything what God commanded," but then like their heart wasn't right. Like you just doing it just so you don't feel the wrath of God, and stuff like that. And God is a wrathful God. He also is a great, loving, merciful. I feel like he's all of those characteristics and stuff like that. But kind of like what you said, CJ, we shouldn't just be doing it,
Yeah,
just out of fear. Like, oh, I want to, go like
yeah,
this. It really have to be a relationship, a personal relationship, because we definitely deal with a personal God. He's very personal with us. So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's one of the things I had to learn. And so after all of this, and coming with the business and all of this, it got me back into it, and I found out that I'm more in tune. So
Come
it's
on.
kind of like minister wise, I preach also.
Come on,
So
Doc.
I don't tell people that there's much because they'd be like, oh, they folks like to judge. It's kind of different when you want to be regular. You just want to mind your business, basically. Just want to be able to just chill. They just openly judge you. They think that you over holy and then down and you don't make no mistakes. No,
Yeah, I think we all, yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, we all for sure gonna make mistakes.
We all for sure gonna make
But
mistakes.
I guess we could
yeah.
say that. I think with society though, they think that every Christian is supposed. I mean, it's just this perfect person or like human and stuff like that, and it's really not like that at all.
No.
I mean, we all fall short.
Yeah.
We all fall short. So.
But yeah, it's just it's just like that. But like I said, that's how I'm here. So we're gonna go into the next little questions because we're all musicians and have something dealing with music. We all see, Ray, you do what you do with promotion, and I know Westside does sound, and then not only that, I do all of that too, the musician playing and everything. So what do you think about the secular music, Christian singing, secular music, and secular music in church?
You want to go ahead?
No. Yeah, that's you.
So, all right. my thing. Everybody knows me. Well, part of me doing audio, sound engineering, video production. I'm a DJ as well, so I dip and dabble in and out of both gospel, secular. For me, there's a time and a place for everything. I don't think that. So my main thing is we can't. We have to live, right.
Yeah.
We live in a world where everything happens around us. So for me, in my life, I choose to be aware of where I'm at and be able to function in those environments, but still keep to the core of me and my morals and my principles. So with that, there is a time and a place. Now, when I go to the church, I understand, everybody likes to get hyped, especially with the teenagers have their days.
Right.
My old church, we call them Swag Sunday. Say with Amazing Grace, their Sunday. For me, personally, now that I'm older, I don't want to hear swag surf when I go to church.
I would totally agree with you.
I don't want to hear I'm on Hypnotic, Exotic, the photo on my body, got the bad girl behind me and the girl right beside me. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? The instrumental's cool, or if you flip the words around, that's cool. But I don't want to hear the secular version in the church because it's not what I'm here for.
Come on.
That puts me back in the days when I used to be in the club, and it's just for me in my personal space, my personal beliefs, that needs to be separated. Like, don't play the instrumental, don't play the words. Or if you do play the instrumental, you need words with it, make up the words. The kids are talented enough.
Right.
You have a lot of these kids that are writers. They can go up there and perform, or they can do a chant to the instrumental. I shouldn't have to hear I got a girl right behind me, and a friend right beside me, and I'm in church. You know what I'm saying?
Agree. No, bro. I totally agree with you, bro. I feel the same way. Like, I feel like it should be kept separate, man. Cause like it's crazy you say it bring back memories of when we was, and let's be real, we was on the prowl. We was in the club on the
heavy.
We was so you for sure. I feel like you go to church to get something, right?
Right.
You go to church to get something, you go to church to receive something, and you go to church to worship. So I feel like it for sure need to be separate. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna come on, y'all. Swag surfing. Who you swag surfing for? Jesus could walk on water. We don't need nobody surfing on the way. He's walking on water.
But I think on the other spectrum, people are gonna say, well, okay, Westside, I hear you. But what's the difference between the worship leader singing on Sunday and then they out there singing Tank or Bump and Grind, out there
I'm gonna
in
say something about that.
so I think I know when you're gonna go, but
You know,
so I'm gonna hand it to you. But
Yeah,
if you
come on,
don't go,
CJ. I
I'm gonna follow
definitely
right
want
behind
to say
you.
about that. Come on, CJ.
So when it comes up to secular,
Mhm.
uh, we do keep it separate. Like church wise, I don't mind keeping it separate, but most singers actually came
From the church,
came
yeah.
from church, or they I know the older church, like the older church, like when you go to the hymns, some of the hymns that was written was by people that came from the club, so they couldn't help it. That's their language. That's what they know how
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
But you can change up the words. I mean, it is what it is. You change up the words. I don't really have. It's kind of like this. How I can put this? It's like you going fishing. You know, you trying to catch a fish.
Mhm.
You got to do whatever you can do to catch that fish. You putting out nets. You got to put on something for someone to to gravitate to. And when you're trying to reach whatever audience you have to reach, you have to be able to talk to them on that level. But that's why I think the church don't know how to use the Holy Spirit. So I know I'm gonna get in trouble for that because I just said that, but I understand. But some of the churches don't know how to use it.
Because
The
some people
Holy
don't have
Spirit
it.
is,
Let's be real.
they don't use it. It's not there, and they don't know about it. It's really a a communication that enables us to talk to each other, to go
Right.
in between, and so we're not able to communicate. But I'm weird, so I'm gonna let y'all know I'm weird. Everybody, I'm weird.
This guy.
I'm one of them people that believe that when it comes up to Christian singing secular music,
Mhm.
I'm for, because I was watching Tank and PJ Morton and
Well, I love PJ Morton. Like for
they
real.
was I think it was the R&B Money R&B
Yeah.
Money
Mhm.
podcast, and they said something. They said that R&B music changed when the grandmothers stopped bringing their kids to church.
I agree
And
with that.
we couldn't argue it, because what happens is, like, when we thinking about history and all the people that was singing R&B, most of them came from the church. So it would make
Mhm.
sense if they came from the church, why wouldn't they speak about love?
Right. I
Right.
love it, but this the problem I have. I don't have a problem with Christians singing secular music. This the problem I have. Either you do gospel or either you do secular music. Either or you still a Christian. My
Yeah.
thing is you can't I don't like the jumps. You know what I'm saying? You can't pull out like a gospel album and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna stick to gospel. I love the Lord. I love the next thing you know, I don't see nothing wrong." Like, well, wait, you can't, cause see, if you know anything about I'm sorry, about the Bible, then you know that in scripture, Jesus said either say yes or yes, or either no or no. He said anything beyond that is what? It's from the evil one. So I'm saying to say this. If you ain't no, like, if you're gonna do circular music, then do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But don't come over here and do gospel, because anytime where there's confusion or another person don't know who's your God or like who you serving, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna know by the fruits that West, that you bear. Like, you don't even have to say nothing to me who you
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna know by your fruit. The same way with the singers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna know by the fruit that they bear. I just feel like if you say you're gonna do gospel, then do it. But don't jump from gospel and then you're like, oh, I could do both. Gospel and then like, no, we like
But
pick.
so
Mhm.
here's the thing on, and so let me first say,
Mhm.
I understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
Kind of agree with what you're saying, but then again, I don't, because the where I do agree with you is the double mindedness, right? And the
Mhm.
and seeing it from the eyes of somebody who is coming into the church. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, well, how can you be singing this, but then singing that on another minute? But then understanding as a believer that you have to live life. If you are dating, or okay, so if you're dating, of course you don't want to be singing just bump and grind, because according to the Bible, you shouldn't be having sex before marriage.
Right.
If you're trying to live that way,
Mhm.
then okay, I understand it. But as somebody that desires to be married, for me to be desiring to be married, I can see how I would be able to sing, Tyrese, one, but then on Sunday be able to go up there and sing on the pulpit too. So I think it really just it's the subject matter in which you're singing, because if you are not a married male, then singing bump and grind would be kind of crazy. But then if I'm married, I feel like, okay, I can see why I was singing it, but it's about
Right.
whoever I'm marrying. But on another token, it's like, let's just be honest with you. Let's be honest. Nobody is listening to "I can do all things. I can do all things." And y'all
Doing
making
baby
love.
making. Doing
No,
baby making.
no,
That ain't
no, for
You know
sure,
what I'm saying?
that ain't happening.
for sure. No.
We got to listen to Kurt Franklin stomp, and I'm trying to.
No,
Let me stop. Let me stop.
No,
But
I mean,
you know what I'm
because
saying?
No, for sure. No, I would say for what I'm saying. No, so for married stuff, for sure. Like if you married, yes, you know what I'm saying. I feel like there's nothing wrong with listening to circular music or something like that, especially during that type of time. I'm not saying that.
but love music, but
Yeah, I
love
like a love.
music, and then turn
love
around
music.
like if you on a date and you having a time, like
I'm
you're
not turning
gonna
on
be
Kurt Franklin. I'm on a
I'm
date.
not turning on Kurt Franklin if I'm going on a date. It doesn't
You
matter.
finna get some of
If
this.
we're talking about, if we're talking and we're trying to be like that, but the thing about it is that's why I feel that it's important. I feel that the church left most of the R&B neo soul singers outside. They just left them with no covering, because love is a big
Universal.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
universal. And so we let them down and let them all out there and say, "Oh no, you can only sing about God." But at the same time, we got Songs of Solomon. So Solomon didn't say nothing about God in there, but it was a conversation between a man and his one he loved.
I will
I
have to agree
mean,
with you, brother.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you're right.
I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
also at the same time, you also have to put in the fact that when it comes up to kids, I'm a father, so I got kids.
Yeah.
When you making kids, the process it's still the process of making kids, and these kids are getting born on those songs. Most of our generation was born on those songs, and I find it funny that the ones that we were born on, that we remember, they all came from the church.
That's a good point.
Agreed.
I think I think really the whole industry needs to be revamped, and it needs to get back to the love and not the hyper. Let's just be honest with you. Let's just be honest. Not just be honest.
No, keep it.
It shouldn't be hyperly sex driven. It shouldn't be
That's what it.
all sex and I'm gonna do this to you when I see you like this. And we, it's not. There's no music is no longer especially from a man's point of view. It's no longer seeing a woman for who she is. Going to the depths of why I love you, why I enjoy seeing you happy, why I enjoy making you happy. It's why I enjoy making you. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's
but
all the
see-
music is now.
But see, I think that's where like I think this start like, and I totally agree with you. I just think now in the era that we live in, far with like music, y'all,
Mhm.
like it's like you can't tell what is different and what is love.
Right.
You know, let alone sometimes y'all, let's be real, you can't tell that with like some of the gospel music out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Excuse me. Facts.
So, you know,
So, how do y'all feel about like so again? Like now we're talking about it. I've tried in me getting back to um my relationship with God and trying to live correctly and try my best to avoid everything that I was into prior. I had to really stop listening to certain music. Like if it's about, I can't listen to it. So in that, I'm like, okay, let me see what Christian R&B is talking about.
it's fire.
How do y'all feel about that? Like,
It's
do y'all
fire.
think?
I listen. I don't. So people. So I'm a musician and I'm a music producer. So I
Right.
don't really. I the problem is, it's the titles. It really just music, y'all. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Right. So I don't even think it's R&B. I mean, it is rhythm and blues, but of course, first time when you say R&B, people think about yes, ooh Tank, ooh Tyrese, and that is that too. But I just think that, bro, you could talk about God on any. I don't care. It's country, folk. I mean, folk tale. Like it could be
Yeah.
anything. Rock and roll. We don't heard it all, right? Right. We don't heard it all. So
Mhm.
I love it. Hey, back then, y'all, I used to be so. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I used to be so judgmental, y'all. And I thank God for like changing me, bro. I promise, bro. You did something that I felt like, nah, bro. Of course, I didn't condemn nobody. So one thing I don't do, I don't condemn. I
Right.
don't. I ain't made a heaven or hell to put you in. So I
Right.
can't condemn you at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But I for sure was judging people, wrongly, in my mind and stuff like that. But now I like I'm not like that. Like I hit from a hole. So I want to tell people that I did not like the new Christian music that was out. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it sounded so much like the what was out. But now, y'all, I love it. When I tell y'all, they're really all I really listen to is gospel, because some of the other stuff I be looking for substance, y'all. So
Yeah.
and they're not saying that the other stuff that I was listening to that has substance. I think it helped me out in that part of my life. You know what I'm saying? But I think since I'm getting closer and closer to God, like I need to hear more stuff like that. Like y'all, it's so much stuff going on in the world. I don't need to hear about how many cars I got, how many watches. I don't have it. I can't relate to it. I can't relate to it. So
I feel you.
and then
I feel that.
but a lot of times really just be the beats. You know what I'm saying? It really just be the beats. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That song no, from Memphis. That yeah, glow. I ain't gonna lie, that Joe.
I get it.
I get you.
I got myself. Yeah, glow.
Mhm.
I said, Lord, forgive me.
I think
But
that's
it's the beat. It's the
Right.
beat. It's the beat, bro. It's the beat.
It's
I
I
think-
I don't
I
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like it depends. If you're not strong in it,
Right.
if you not really strong in it, leave that joke alone. Cause like if you feel like okay, if I'm gonna see this, I'm do it. That's just like a smoker. Like I was telling you yesterday, that's like a smoker or alcoholic. If they feel like that's gonna be something that's gonna make them fall, then they gonna like they can't tolerate it. They can't be around it. But it's like it's a relationship level. That's a level of growing. So if you once you get past that growing part, stuff like that don't really hit you too hard, because the thing about it is there's some songs I listen to, I'm like, yo, all right, cool, this is what's up, but it don't affect me because I already know. It's like, okay, I'm looking at, okay, they spitting some bars. I love rap. They spin some bars. I'll be like, yeah, they
I
got
love
some
battle rap.
bars.
I love battle rap. I've been
Battle
doing
rap
this for-
make you
since
be
the
like,
beginning.
yo,
Since the beginning.
I can't help it. I like it. but at the same time, I don't let it control what I what I feel and I'm confident in where I am.
So your foundation,
My
right?
foundation
Right,
is
right. So
is
like, so
set.
what you believe, yeah. See, that's the way I feel. I feel like can't nobody move me from there, dude. I'm so locked in. I call it locked in, bro. I'm so locked in with Jesus, bro.
Mhm.
Bro, you can't move me, bro. You can't move. I don't care. You could come with, bro. Bro. You cannot move me because I done seen with my own eyes. I done felt with my own eyes. You know the
Yeah.
glory of God. So yeah, you can't change that.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to really know yourself,
Mm,
right?
right.
Understanding your moods, your temperaments, your triggers. Like I know for me, if it's raining outside, and I'll just be honest with you, if it's raining outside and I'm already feeling away, like I really want to get into, some trouble or something,
Mhm.
I don't listen to a lot of R&B. Like I don't listen to during those moments, I don't listen to a lot of R&B music that has um, the love making themes around it, because that's gonna put me in the mood even more.
Yeah.
And me trying not to go that route because I'm trying to find a woman and be in a relationship that's not I don't know why I'm trying to be sensitive. That's not sexually just that's what it's about. I can't put myself in the modes now. If I had this conversation with you last year, I'd have been all for it.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But it's just the growth and seeing the patterns when you're meeting, you're meeting women
That's
out
good.
there, and then
That's
you
good.
know, and how I was handling myself, and having the conversations or whatever. It's just like, okay, when am I going to do something different?
Yeah.
First of all, I know better.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But B, it's like I want something more substantial. Having sex is easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. It's easy.
It's addictive.
Yeah, and it's
They gotta tell
addictive,
truth.
right? And
They gotta tell
let's
truth.
be honest. I mean, it's a great feeling, but at the same time, it's like I want to find somebody I can build a life with that has a solid foundation in
Yeah.
each other that goes beyond sex.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, like for me, I I had to eliminate it. When I'm starting to feel that way, I can't listen to it. I'll listen to something else. It's about checks and balances, or even when
Checks and balances. I like that,
yeah,
man. I like that.
even going beyond just like the whole sexual relationship stuff. When I'm at work and somebody, I literally just told you what you needed to do in your email, and you keep asking, and that's one thing about me. If I just put per my last email, it's not very nice for me. It's not saying, hey, check your emails. Like if you don't pay, it's like if you don't pay attention. So I know when I get in those moments, I had to listen to jazz. I have to listen to stuff that mellows me out. I can't go in there listen to Yo Gotti,
No.
and I can't go in those situations hyped up because it's just now. Granted, I'm not gonna cut you out over email. I mean, let's
Right,
be
be
real.
honest.
But it's still putting yourself in that mindset of over aggression.
Right.
And for me, it's just like checks and balances.
Yeah.
You know, throw on
I
some Coltrane or something. Just chill out, bro. Like I tell myself, bro, chill out. It's not even that deep.
Yeah.
But it's
I think
it's not
that's the
yourself.
most thing that you said, because the thing about that is I think with us being Christian that I learned about is that us being accountable and telling the truth about certain stuff. Like
Yeah.
for instance, like okay, I don't do this because I know if I do this, I'm gonna end up falling because I
Right.
know I can't handle it.
Right.
So I go the other
Yeah.
way. That's a scripture that says that you run from temptation if you because you can't
That's
handle
right.
it.
It is scripture.
You
Yeah.
know, you run
Mhm.
from temptation, but at the same time, we got to get out of the fact that we're not super. It's
Yeah.
we got to lean on God for that. And so that's a good part that we. And then another thing, I think it's the best way I can put it, and I had to learn is that we all human.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Like if I know
We
I'm
all
trying to
human.
lose weight, I'm not about to be hanging out in the food court in the mall and
That's
and
it.
smelling all this bourbon chicken and fried chicken all up in the air. I'm not, because that's not where I'm trying to go. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna find something. I don't know if they call it vegan. Well, they call it vegan or like a smoothie place or something. Somewhere I know where that's gonna benefit me more than eating this fast food. Like it's
Yeah.
about checks and balances. Not saying you can't live life, but you got to understand that, like
The
for
stuff
me,
that tempt you.
right?
Yeah.
I don't like going to the club because you get tempted, or
Yeah.
it's like it's dangerous outside. I know how I used to live. If somebody
It's
comes up to
different.
me with some mess, then
Right.
it's on. Like I don't even put
Right.
myself in those positions no more.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
So that's what it's about.
Yeah. But guys, we're gonna take a break right quick because we got a little commercial to go through. Because this is sponsors. So give us a minute. We about to go to commercial and we'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, that glow. That's your hard. I ain't see it hard to yesterday, but I'm like, damn.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Burden the Proof. You're watching Ask the Q Speak Your Truth
He said
every
that-
Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, courtesy of Lux Vision Studios.
Oh, they can still hear us
Later.
on the screen. That's crazy.
Oh, they can. Oh, let me be quiet. Yeah, crow. That's stuck in my head now.
What's up, everybody? It's Meta King Rupert, and you are live with me at Meta Talks Live. So this show was the inception of me kind of wanting to see something different in Horizon Worlds. There were a lot of talk shows, there were a lot of nightclubs, but there really weren't any quiet spaces where we can talk one-on-one with creators to have them tell their story about what brought them to the metaverse and the amazing things that they've got planned and are already doing. But I gotta be completely honest, this world started from a place of frustration. It started as a way for me to prove myself as a builder, to create something that no one had ever seen before. But it really transformed into something beautiful as the creators that took this stage were able to tell their stories from a really passionate and personal place. Honestly, it's the first place where I ever shed tears in the metaverse from hearing some of the amazing journeys that these creators did. And we didn't stop there. We went 4 seasons strong. We brought on some of the most amazing people in Horizon Worlds to get on this stage and tell their stories and really connect with their audience. But the audience was filled with people that loved them, that supported them, and that's what really made this show special. It was really the first time anywhere in the metaverse where we had emotions that connected us, where we came from a place of understanding and that drew us together into one place. And we became to appreciate everybody's journey as we understood why they came into the space. But the show's been gone for a little while. I've kind of transitioned into helping creators on a more one-on-one personal basis, and I didn't really have the time to conduct the show the way that I really wanted to. But wait, there's more. I'm really, really happy to say and excited to say that Meta Talks Live will be coming back for season 5 on a brand new platform with new energy and be able to tap in to the new and amazing creators that have now entered the space. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. Meta Talks Live season 5 is coming back. But I can't walk off the stage without saying this. Nothing matters but this space unless we create, love, inspire, and continue to add an immense amount of value into the lives of the creators and the people that support us. See y'all soon.
All right. And we're back, y'all.
Hey man, shout out to Burden the Proof and Meta Clean Rupert. They're my partners right there.
Yeah,
shout out to y'all,
big
man.
shouts out to him, man.
Yes,
Two of the
yes,
longest running shows up in this month.
yes.
Right.
Shout out to y'all, yeah.
Big
Some
shout
OGs.
out. Some OGs up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we running commercials. We fancy, y'all.
Yeah, that was pretty fancy. Man, that's pretty fancy. Yeah.
Look at that.
All right.
But yeah, where were you? I know you was about to say something, T-Ray, about where we was. Oh, my hand.
No,
I'm trying to get my hand
I
back.
think we kind of left out with what Wes was talking about, where like just the difference in having a balance as far as you know what to listen to and what not to listen to.
Yeah.
But also I wouldn't say also just having a strong will too, like not in a sense like if you know that you're not supposed to be, it kind of what you're talking about, like with like you're trying to lose weight, then why are you running across the street to McDonald's and you're supposed to be running around the block? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you try to
run
yeah,
to the smoothie stop or
yeah, the
something.
smoothie, yeah.
Something more healthy.
It's just having a balance of knowing, because I know I set boundaries for myself on certain stuff that some stuff I'll be like is very tempting, and I know that I'm gonna get tempted easily because I know I'm not. But let's be real, the Bible speaks about our flesh is weak.
Yeah.
What God
it
said,
is.
don't trust your flesh. That's throughout
For
through the
real.
whole Bible. Don't trust. Like, you basically don't trust yourself. Okay, because you're gonna lose every time. You're gonna lose every time.
Every
So,
time.
yeah,
every
for sure.
time.
Set up boundary, yeah, especially with listening to music. I just know I don't really, my thing was just with like, with like artists, like professional artists. You gotta think about it because they on a bigger stage. You know what I'm saying? They influence more people than a regular person. You know what I'm saying? I just
Mhm.
feel like if you're a gospel artist, you should just be doing gospel music. I'm not saying that you don't do anything. You know what I'm
I see what
saying?
you're saying.
Yeah. Because I just feel like when God give you that platform and you are to lead people, it's no different than you have like a pastor and stuff. Of course, it's true. All the people are human, but God will hold them more accountable because they're leading. They could influence people. It's different when you're not influencing nobody. Yeah,
Right.
you can pretty do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't
But
nobody watching you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes. What I'm saying is make a mistake, strain up, and just go back at it again. But don't, live that lifestyle. And you know what I'm saying? It's confusing to believers. And the Bible speaks about it being like I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I don't want to do. It's one thing to do stuff for my own life and mess up my own life. It's a whole nother thing. And God even mentioned in the
Right.
Bible, it's a whole nother thing when you take somebody else off the road to him.
Mhm.
That's a whole nother ball game right there. And I feel like God don't really play about that. So that's the only thing I have. And then I was just speaking just on like with the gospel artist. Like, you're gonna do gospel music, then put out gospel music, but don't put out gospel music then, hey, I still have some worldly stuff. Child, you should have just stuck with the worldly stuff,
Right.
and then kept going to church. But don't,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but don't-
that cuts down a lot of confusion. And cuts
yeah,
down a lot of-
that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause like I said, you on a
I
bigger.
can understand that.
platform.
I can understand that
yeah.
you don't want to get confused.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It really not just you getting confused. It's you confusing other
other folks.
yeah,
the people that are
because
coming in that aren't
that's it.
that are
Mhm.
new to the church or already are apprehensive about
Mhm.
the church. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean I get that. So I think it's about our time.
Okay.
Because we already at almost an hour. We have 53 minutes. I want
That's
to take
crazy.
the time out to thank all of y'all for actually watching. Breaking Bread is going to be more a podcast like, but we also going to be including more people. Right this time we didn't have audience, but we do have a set that we do
Mhm.
have set for audience. Next time it'll probably be an audience, or the next time after that. I don't know.
No, right. No.
Depends.
Yeah, and I think it would be great to add
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Because we would love to get y'all input. make sure
Yes.
that y'all are. And really, we want to get y'all input. So really take the time out. Hit us in the inbox. Tell us, what would you like to hear us talk about here and there. Or
Right.
if you want to take the time out to, for us to pray for you or something like that, we don't mind praying.
Agreed.
We don't mind praying. for
Not
you.
at all.
Like I said, just if you need to ask, just ask.
Mhm.
My fellas, y'all got something else y'all want to add?
And I just want to say, man, this is a platform where we're not going to be judgmental. It's an open dialogue. Don't go crazy with it. But but now we're here to provide a source of understanding, vulnerability, and just really openness and vulnerability, for real. Because a lot, especially as men, we don't have these platforms to be open about, living as a Christian, but still, having to live on a day to day and not be in the Bible all day or day in and day out, and just be locked in the confinements of our house and just praying all day. Like, no, we live real lives. Like, he's a musician, CJ's a musician, I'm an audio engineer, so we all have to be out in the mix. We might be at a church one day, we might be at a club doing a performance another day. So, like, we have to live in order to provide, in order to do what we do. So we're having to dip and dabble in different environments. So, like, a lot of people don't have that platform to really speak on it. And again, it's for me especially, I know for them too, it's never a space of judgment. Never. Like,
Right.
we've all done things from A to Z. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on.
when you come in, don't think we're gonna be judgmental. It's just an open dialogue to get a clear understanding.
Yeah, that's it.
Straight up.
It's
Yep.
just straight up dialogue. That's it.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody different different perspectives on it. So yeah.
I think we're good at that.
CJ, yeah, I
Good,
think we
good
good.
judgment. I said,
Come on,
okay,
DJ.
my boy, let us go. So, all right, y'all, we finally did it.
Yeah,
This
right.
is, this
It's
is
months in the
Breaking Bread podcast. Y'all tune in. We'll be doing this every Saturday around 3-ish Eastern time. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're looking for anything dealing with Lux Vision Studios, make sure you go to our site. It's luxvisionstudios .com, if I'm not mistaken. We'll probably put the link down. I'm trying to remember the thing, but we do have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're on different platforms. Just reach out to us. If there's if a show that you would like to see or something like that, just let us know. We're here for the community. So I mean, just let us know. Hit us up. But until then, y'all have a blessed day.
Hey.
And thank y'all
hold on
for
before we go. Comment in the Instagram feed. Yes, this is recorded. It's recorded,
Yes.
right? So yeah, this will be up for viewing after we close out and everything. So
Yeah, it's in YouTube. We'll put I'll probably put if you go to our link, we should have our YouTube linked up. So right when we end, the YouTube is already up. It's just live stream just right there. So like I said, this is one of the shows. Y'all be on the lookout for a lot of other shows. We're gonna be starting announcing about a bunch of other shows that's coming to the network. So it's about to be big. We about to do it crazy. And like I said, I want to thank my guys over here because I wouldn't ask for nobody to be on the stage with me to talk about God other than these fellas, other than prophet.
Bro, appreciate it.
Appreciate that, bro.
appreciate
No
that.
pressure.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
pressure.
No
No
pressure.
pressure. No pressure. But nah, it's
So yeah, we just getting
appreciate
on.
we
Yeah.
appreciate you for having a vision to choose us and having a vision to start the show, man. It's gonna be a good ride, man. It's gonna be a good ride.
So y'all be on the lookout for more Breaking Bread. All right.
Breaking Bread Podcast. You have a good
Bread.
Saturday.
Oh, this fire.
We get it, brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fire. It's another commercial. You got another commercial going to end it. That's fire.
Oh, so they could probably still hear us, brother.
Yeah.
He said, "Yo,
Man, you cut the stream off, bro.
I run this stuff at the same time. It's kind of hard.